the description always ends at verse 19. Every one of the answers in Genesis staff abruptly end their interpretation of God's Word at verse 19. But the description continues through verse 24. So why would anyone decide to omit verses 20 through 24? The remaining verses eliminate any doubt as to what animal this chapter is describing, and it's not a sauropod dinosaur. We read, "He lieth under the shady trees in the covert of the reed and fens. The shady trees cover him with their shadow." The original Hebrew word for shady tree is tishel. It is describing another tree native to Job's environment, the lotus tree. This tree is only mentioned in these two verses. It is commonly accepted by biblical scholars and scientists alike that this tree is the ancient Sisyphus lotus tree. The Brachiosaurus sauropod stood 60 feet tall from ground to head. The Supersaurus sauropod stood 70 feet high from the ground to the head. The Amphicoleus fragilimus species of the sauropod stood 90 feet high from ground to head. We are going to use the words of the young earth creationists to choose the dinosaur they say is described in Job chapter 40.
The largest land animal God made, that's what verse 19 really means.
The largest of any dinosaur on earth stood approximately 90 feet tall. Let's take the lotus tree, which grew to a height of 30 feet, and place it next to that dinosaur. How in the world is the lotus tree going to cover him with their shadow? Even if the sauropod dinosaur was laying down, it would be difficult to position itself under the lotus tree. On the other hand, you can find elephants averaging about 12 feet tall, standing under trees all the time. It's a common habit of elephants to shade themselves from the hot sun.